Okay, we're looking at some bigger expansions, and these are actually called binomial expansions, but I like to show you how things work with numbers because then you'll realise that it's not any different. So I've got a sum 4 times 5. So 4 times 5 equals 20, but we could write that down as, in brackets, a 4 and a 5. So what I want you to do now is pause the tape and write down 2 numbers that add to 4 and 2 numbers that add to 5. And we know that the answer has to be 20 at the end, but let's just break it up into 2 numbers for each in the bracket. So can you do that? And then when you're ready, come back again. Okay, so this isn't the hard part. So I've got 3 and 1, for example, and I've got 3 and 2. Okay, so that's not the hard part. But then I want to show you how we could expand out. Now we've got 2 parts multiplied by 2 parts. So in this first method, I'm just going to show you how they expand out. So this 3 is going to be multiplied by that 3, and then that 3 will be multiplied by that 2, and then this 1 gets multiplied by the 3, and then that 1 gets multiplied by the 2. So the first one is just 3 times 3 plus 3 times 2 plus 1 times 3 plus 1 times 2. So work out those 4 brackets and then add them up, and hopefully we'll get 20. So can you do that? Pause and then come back. Okay, so we've got 9 plus 6 plus 3 plus 2. 9 plus 6 is 15, 15 plus 3 is 18, 18 plus 2 is 20, and we had to get the same answer because 20, it's the same question. So this method I've just done is like using lines to join the numbers in the first bracket with each of the numbers in the second bracket. Okay, so let's have a look at how it works with algebra. Come to the next slide. So if it works with numbers, it works with pronumerals. So I'm going to show you 2 ways of doing it. One's called the lines and one's called rectangles. So here's a question. There's a bracket with 2 parts and a bracket with 2 parts, but now we've got some algebra, but we don't get worried. We know the method works. So in the first method, the lines, the first number goes multiplied by the first number gets multiplied by the second number, and it'll change colours. Second number gets multiplied by the first, second number gets multiplied by the second. So in some textbooks they call this the FOIL method. And so F stands for the first numbers in the brackets, O stands for the outside numbers of the brackets, I stands for the inside numbers of the brackets, and L stands for the last numbers. But you don't have to do it this way, but if you have friends in other classes, they might tell you they're using the FOIL, F-O-I-L. So this expansion here is going to be x multiplied by x plus x multiplied by 3 plus 2 multiplied by x plus 2 multiplied by 3. Now I like putting in brackets, it's not crucial, but that's the way I'm going to do it. So what I want to do is work out, there's 4 questions now that you have to multiply out. So can you have a go at that? And then when you're ready, come back. Okay, so x times x is x squared, x times 3 is 3x, 2 times x is 2x, 2 times 3 is 6, and then these terms in the middle are like terms, so 3x plus 2x is 5x, and then plus 6, and then that's the answer because none of those terms can be simplified. So what we've got is an answer with 3 numbers, 3 terms, x squared plus 5x plus 6 after starting with the brackets. Okay, so that's method 1, which is lines, which is called the FOIL method in books. But let's have a look at another method which is more visual, and the visual learners love this one. So copy that down, and then when you're ready, come across, and we're going to do the same question again, and we're going to use a different method. So method 2 is called the rectangle method, and what we do is down the side we put down the 2 numbers, and then across the top we put down the other 2 numbers, and I include the signs because when you get to negative signs it makes a huge difference. And so when the 2 sides meet, like when x meets x, we're going to go into that box and we multiply it. So x times x is x squared. And I'll try to do more colours. When that box is here, that's when x is being multiplied by 3, and that gives us 3x. And then change colours again. This box here is when 2 hits x, so 2 times x is 2x, and I'll get one more colour, go red. That's the same colour. So this box here is when 2 and 3 hit each other, so 2 times 3 is 6, and so you get the 4 terms from the previous question with the lines. And so x squared doesn't have a partner, but 3x and 2x adds up to 5x, and then 6 is by itself, and so that's the same answer as the previous line. Okay, so copy that down. I've used that before, and it's definitely good. It's called a rectangular method. But when you get to try it, you just have to pick one method. You don't have to do both. Okay, so copy that down, and then come to the next slide, because we need to practice negatives. Oh no, this next one's not a negative, it's just another one for you to practice. So have a go at that, and just use either method. I don't care which one you use. I'll show you both, but can you pause, have a go, and then come back when you're ready? Okay, so we'll use the line method first. So method 1. So x, so we've got just put it. So x times 2x plus x times 1 plus 4 times 2x plus 4 times 1. Now it's a little harder. X times 2x is 2x squared. X times 1 is 1x. 4 times 2x is 8x. 4 times 1 is 4. And then these terms are like. 8 plus 1 is 9. Plus 4, and don't go any further. And I'll just show method 2, just so those people that love that method can see their answer. So we've got x and 4 down the side, 2x and 1 on the top, and then when the boxes hit each other we multiply. So x times 2x is 2x squared, x times 1 is 1x, 4 times 2x is 8x, 4 times 1 is 4. So we've got 2x squared, and then the diagonals go together, so that gives us 9x, and then the 4 is left behind. So that here the diagonals will always match up as an like term. Well, not always, but that's what you look for. Okay, so I think copy that down, or just check your answer. Let's have a look with negatives. So this is the one that's going to cause the most grief. So method 1. Okay, so have a go yourself, and if you get it wrong, no big deal, but have a go, pause, and then when you're ready, come back and we'll do it both methods. Okay, so the line method. So we've got, actually we'll just do the multiplying in our head rather than putting the brackets in. So we've got x times x is x squared, x times minus 2 is minus 2x, minus 5 times x is minus 5x, and the last one, minus 5 times minus 2 is positive 10. We've talked about negatives multiplying before, but two negatives multiply to a positive, and then these two terms come together as minus 7. So again, adding and subtracting, we're just going up and down a thermometer. So minus 2 minus 5 means it's more negative, it's going down. So using the rectangle method, which some people are going to do, x times x is x squared, x times minus 2 is minus 2x, minus 5 times x is minus 5x, minus 5 times minus 2 is plus 10. Again, the diagonals, you look to see what they are. So we've got x squared minus 7x plus 10, same answer as before. Okay, so I think that might be the last. Let's have a look at the next page. Okay, so there's an exercise to practice. Please have a go when you've copied all the notes down, and obviously if you like more examples, talk to me in class, and let's see what that's it for the day. Thanks, bye.